Hi everyone, this is Karak from ACG, and today I'm stoked to bring you the review for Minecraft Story Mode, Telltale's foray into the squarish world of Minecraft, a world that has to be the most dangerous location to experience a trip fall that's imaginable. But did Telltale make a mistake biting off more than they can chew with a world that's dramatically less developed and structured than any of their past attempts? Or does the freedom of having very little story and world history allow for Telltale to stretch its narrative chunky storytelling chops and build a structure of quality gameplay that can withstand even the arrows of skeletal archers? Or does it all catch fire, falling apart under the requirements of original good storytelling mixed with the tried and sometimes not so true Telltale gameplay and graphics engine? Let's check it out and see. As always, remember to subscribe if you like the video. So here we go, the review for Minecraft Story Mode, pig sidekicks, goatee sporting bad guys, a world where chickens are the building blocks to everything useful, and proof that Cthulhu monsters can get anywhere and into anything. As always, the soliloquy of sight is first, and that means graphics. And I have to say a couple things. One, the game runs better than any Telltale game has in the past by far. And also, these guys nailed it when figuring out a way to elicit emotion from characters with the polygon count of most other games' NPCs' backpacks. Their use of subtle animation and scene setup results in, for the most part, locations and story moments that are far more impactful than you would think they could have ever been in this fiction. Graphically, it's a perfectly accurate reflection of a more detailed adventure within the game world, and by being more structured, it offers fans that don't delight in the somewhat unfettered, open-ended gameplay of Minecraft to engage in its worldview via the structure of a Telltale game, shown to them through the eyes of Jesse, the main protagonist. Graphically, I would say the game is really good. It completely mirrors the original fiction. Sound, music, and voice.
Lucas, get a load of these losers.
Let's go, guys.
Name, please?
Look at him! The mighty Gabriel! Looks like true greatness is out of his reach.
Would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized zombies or 10 zombie-sized chickens?
And first up always is sound, and it's a wonderful mix of the tried and true Minecraft sounds that do wonders to lodge players of the original fiction into this new game world with additional wider and more varied gameplay elements and environmental sounds throughout. These all work in combination to embed the gamer into the game world at a deeper level than many would probably expect, and battles with massive creatures sit alongside the crunch of edibles being eaten in an excellent sound partnership throughout. It's all really just well done. Even the pop of getting an item like wood is faithfully recreated. Music. Now, this is hit and miss. I'd say 80% of the tracks were excellent, though there is a hint of the Walking Dead stylings in a couple of the tracks that seemed needlessly somber compared to their surroundings. They were still good, if just a bit overpowering for the location itself. Additionally, there were a couple more experimental tracks that seemed ill-fitting, and momentary musical bursts in the town and elsewhere didn't really fit or hit it off with me. Altogether good, but a bit more varied than I expected for the title or the locations that were being shown at the time. However, for the most part, it assists in doing what it's supposed to, and that's creating the atmosphere of being within a crafted Minecraft story. And that, of course, brings us to voice, and this is excellent. Those who are not a fan of Patton Oswalt might be surprised that his deft handling of Jesse is really done spectacularly well, regardless if he's fleeing for his life like a ninny or deciding to risk himself in a moment of self-sacrifice. It's the mixture of excellent scenery and animation work with the voices that pull this off, and before long, something actually dawned on me. A lot of this game's overall theme combines to feel like a Goonies adventure, and that's regardless that Martha Plimpton plays one of the characters. Paul Reubens also lends his voice to the far more subtle than I ever expected bad guy, and I would just say that the voice work in this title is equal to any of the other titles by Telltale. Gameplay. Okay, there are very few surprises here. Actually, I'm lying. There's a couple. As always, Telltale takes a world, identifies the fiction they want to present, and then throws it at you in a graphics engine that usually runs like a Mickey Rourke award ceremony. However, not only does Minecraft Story Mode run really well, there are some changes, and I was actually really surprised to see them. Length is not one of them. The game's length is about normal for their Telltale action. Now, first the story. You start out with Jesse and his team, which you get to name, entering into a contest to see who can build the best creation for Endercom, a thinly veiled stab at most video game conventions, and one with many of the same trappings. Quickly, this devolves into your typical Sandra Bullock rom-com, with backstabbing evil monsters, mysterious potions, chugged down with impunity and your group engaged in a massive adventure to find ancient warriors from the Order of the Stone, because they are the only ones who can stop this Cthulhu menace from destroying Minecraft land. It really does feel like the Goonies, with each of the characters thinly representing various characters in that fiction, and it does it well with a leader, smartass inventor, and overweight, slightly dumpy and not so smart chunk lookalike Axel, and even a couple more. But here's where I think Minecraft's story knocks it out of the park today. First, there's a heavy focus on teamwork and a refreshing change from Telltale's continual attempts at making all their games feel like a scoundrel's gallery, even if in the end teamwork wins the day in those games. Here, aside from some minor quibbles, you're a team, even naming your dungeon-delving delinquents and including your pig Reuben as a sidekick. Don't call him a mascot, he's a sidekick. This interplay allows for a dynamic not always seen in Minecraft itself, and can do much to remove some of the solitary feeling that world does present when you're playing it. Additionally, the gameplay just sings, with crafting taken apart in the very gameplay, and though it's shallow, and it's not near to the level of the parent worldview, it's still there and lodges the gamer into the title and reminds them of who and what they are and why they're doing it, even if occasionally the QTEs break it up. In fact, to me, of all the titles ever, Minecraft has solidly hit the mark with far more accuracy and subtlety than past Telltale titles, making you feel like you're engaged in a story in the Minecraft world. And while not being the main characters, you're obviously going to become them. I also have to say that the more family-friendly content here actually helps the story along rather than hinders it, allowing for different themes to rear their head that might not have a chance in the stabby make-eat-one-another gameplay worlds of Walking Dead or the constantly arguing backstabby world of Borderlands. It's a refreshing, absolutely rock-solid change of pace, and I applaud them for it. Fun factor. It's brilliant fun, and not since the Wolf series have I enjoyed a Telltale game this much. I played through it in one session, and most likely I'm going to go back and play it again. Minecraft Story Mode crafts a new tale within the same world, but by doing so does what the prior titles may have not done so well with. It builds up and adds to the original game. It places you may never get to while playing the actual Minecraft game are represented here, allowing for a unique feeling of exploring the same game world, but in a totally different title. And though at times Borderlands did do that, the lighter hand and atmosphere here allow for that exploration without angst or regret. So I rate games on a buy, wait for a sale, rent, or never talk about it again rating scale. This is easily a buy. Listen, Jesse and his ragamuffin team of square-faced buffoons is both lovable and courageous, and though fighting off the same troubles as teams within past Telltale games, the subject matter allows for a lighter tone and a refreshing one, with continued in-jokes delivered not at the expense of the fiction, but in partnership with it. It's not only an excellent title compared to all of the others, it's probably one of the best starts of a Telltale series I've personally experienced. So anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys liked the review. If you did, hey, hit thumbs up. If you didn't, as always, hit thumbs down, and peace out.
Some kind of trade. Not that you look like you got much of value. I gotta get some kind of return on my investment.
Give me back my pig.